Hi, welcome, dear friend. Let's talk about identity, because many times when I work with people, I hear people saying, I don't know who I am. I thought I'm this, but actually maybe I'm not. So what is identity, and how can we feel comfortable with who we are? It's very normal that we're holding identity as a father, a man, a woman, as a bodybuilder, as a pilot, or as a whatever. Yeah, there's a big difference and a big confusion also between what we do and quality we have and identity. The fact that I can do something, it doesn't mean that it's who I am. So if I'm not what I think, so who am I? And really, the truth is that we are nothing and everything. This is the truth. Because identity is mind born. You have to think who you are to become who you are. But the truth is that you are beyond thought. So if you need to think who you are, it means that your identity depends on your mind, and this is for sure a ticket for suffering, 100%. Because if my identity is my body, and let's say my body was beautiful, but now I'm getting older and it's not beautiful anymore, so I'm in a deep suffering because I'm attached to this identity. If my identity is around my mental ability, but now let's say I don't remember so well and I'm forgetting, so again I'm in deep suffering because I'm not the same mental ability that I had before. And like this, everything else. So normally, when we hold an identity, the mind will do its utmost to protect this identity. But because it depends on the mind, it's actually not real, because it's thought born or thought based. So the best investment is not to invest in identity, but to invest in the truth of you, who you really are. Meaning, to really understand and to really feel and experience, direct experience, who you are. So who are you? Who am I? I am actually peace. I am all there is. My true being is beyond any thought and before any thought, and actually from there thought is born. Yeah? Thought is something, and everything is born from no thing. Yeah? Everything is born from no thing. Even a thought, before there was no thought, and now there is a thought. So there was no thought, yes, thought. Okay? So our identity is depend on thought, but the truth of who we are is depend on no thoughts. And actually, by holding to identity, we want to achieve something that we already are. Yeah? So when I identify with the body and I go to the gym and I make the body as most beautiful as possible, yeah? Actually what I want to achieve is a sense of well-being, a sense of peace with who I am, a sense of achievement. All those are amazing, are important for the ego, and they're very important to cultivate, but as well they're very important not to rely on as my identity. So the fact that the body can be very beautiful, very strong, and we feel amazingly good in our body, it's a great quality and it's a great joy to live in a healthy body. But to allow the mind to identify with it is a ticket to suffering, 100%. Because nothing stays the same. So as much as we're investing, for example, in going to the gym and developing the best body and the best physical ability, this is great, but we have to invest at least the same, if not much more, to realize peace, to realize something that will not and never change, ever. That's the real investment. How do we do it? Actually, it's quite straightforward, simple, because if identity depends on the mind, meaning depends on thinking, so no identity depends on no thinking. It means that we have to drop that mental energy down and to unite it with our heart center in the middle of the chest. Yeah, so gently just dropping that mental energy down to the heart and being comfortable in being there in the heart, just like this. In the beginning, it will feel weird because we depend on thinking and we attached and addicted to thinking or to distraction of the mind with mobile, with movies, with thoughts, with eating, with whatever. Once that mental energy is dropped, the mind gets agitated and feel, oh my God, I have nothing to grasp onto, to feel distracted with. So the mind gives you a sense of emergency and discomfort. We have to go through this. It's like a craze when somebody stops using drugs. It's the same, but not so strong. Because inside the body we have chemicals that are being produced in order to achieve and to hold a certain addictive behavior. Once we don't supply the body with those chemicals, the body feels and the mind feels agitated. We have to go through that moment of discomfort, or maybe it's more than a moment, which produce maybe discomfort, fear, anxiety, and underneath you'll find peace. So mind has to go to the heart, and we have to be ready to face some discomfort, and then you enter to a deep peace, which you really wanted to achieve by this addictive movement that you really wanted to achieve by the addiction that you allow your mind to pull you into. I recorded many meditations to support this process of bringing mind into heart and connecting to the truth of who you are, and you're welcome to listen, and I'm sure you benefit greatly from that. So with much love and blessing on your practice, always feel free to reach out if you have any question on your practice, and I'm happy to answer. Love and blessing. Have a beautiful day.